Hi folks, welcome to the Tackle Corner. I'm BASSMASTER Touring Pro Lance Vick. And earlier this year we started talking about black dog baits. Well, the water's warmed up, I'm back off the road, I've got some time to throw the shell cracker and the lunker plunker a little bit. And let me tell you folks, this is a treat. The shell cracker bluegill lure is phenomenal. Unbelievable. The strikes we've got in the last couple of days are awesome. They're better than buzzbait bites, better than any bass bait bite I have ever seen. The shell cracker is the floating version, is what we've been throwing on shallow points and in lily pads. You won't believe it. This lure comes through lily pads better than any lure I think I've ever thrown in lily pads. And the strikes we're getting, phenomenal. This shell cracker looks exactly like a red ear or a bluegill brim. It's kind of a heavy bait, but it throws good. Now, I'm throwing it on 50-pound braided line, okay? And you need braided line, let me tell you. In probably 3 hours of fishing this lure in the last 2 days, 2 fish at 8 pounds, 2 6-pounders, and a 5-pounder, 4-pounder, and a couple of good strikes. It's not a lot of time for that big of strikes. This lure has lunker potential, big time. This thing is great. It will come through the lily pads, and when you twitch this bait, just about a quarter of this bait stays out of the water, and then it twitches back and forth and back and forth. And the bait will turn all the way around and look back the way it was coming. That triggers massive, explosive strikes from these big fish. I can't wait to get back on the water and get this lure back in the water. Now's the time to do it. The lily pads aren't fully mature yet. There's still a lot of big fish in them, and this bait is drawing them out of there. I have come behind folks that have been fishing the lily pads, and we're not getting a lot of bites, but we're getting huge, massive strikes. Exciting stuff. Anyway, we thought we were going to, earlier this year we started talking about these lures, and this is our time to get back with you on it. This lure is a 5-star lure. She gets an A rating right now. Anyway, get a hold of one of these things. Get out to Lake Fork. If you want the most exciting strike, get a shell cracker and throw it. Awesome. I'm going to try to get some of these strikes on video. It's hard to do because that means I have to put my rod down to catch that strike. So I'm going to see how much control I can have and get the video camera and watch some of these strikes. But anyway, update on the shell cracker, A+. Can't wait to get back on the lake and throw it some more. If you need or want to look up Black Dog Baits, look up BLACKDOGBAITS.com. Awesome company, awesome lure. The next bait that's coming up when they start really feeding on the shad, the lunker plunker. This thing looks awesome in the water. Hadn't thrown it much because we've been throwing the shell cracker. This thing looks awesome. When it's time, it's going to be right. Anyway, thanks for watching the Tackle Corner. I'm Lance Vick. Until next time, good fishing.